When I saw the traffic on the road, I went bananas. Can you sense my anger? Can you sense my irritation? I'm sure you can. Hi and welcome to today's lesson. My name is Rima and today's lesson is all about going absolutely crazy. That's right. I have for you 15 crazy idioms and we're going to have a look at 7 of them first. So all of these idioms actually mean the same thing. They mean going crazy, either with anger, with anxiety, with happiness, but essentially they mean you're going crazy. So well, a lot of them are very, very fun. So let's look at the very first one. And the first one is go bananas. Now trust me, this has nothing to do with you becoming long, green, yellow and filled with potassium. It actually means that you're going crazy. So go bananas actually means going crazy with anger or anxiety or joy. So if you had to use go bananas in a sentence, you would say, okay, let's take anger first. When I saw the traffic on the road, I went bananas. Can you sense my anger? Can you sense my irritation? I'm sure you can. Well, the second usage would be, I went bananas while waiting in the line because I was so anxious because the line actually was for my exam result. Imagine that anxiety. You're going bananas. And if I had to use it for joy, I would say, I saw my best friend after 10 years and I went bananas. That means you went crazy, crazy, crazy with joy. That's right. So the word go bananas, as in the idiom go bananas, actually stands for a lot of feelings when you're going crazy, either with anger, anxiety or joy. I hope that's clear. And now moving on to the next one. So this one is go nuts. Now it has nothing to do with a cashew nut, a peanut or a Brazil nut. It's actually going crazy, either with joy or anger. So you could use go nuts in a sentence saying, I went nuts after watching the film. It was so good. As in you loved the film, you became a huge fan of the film, which is why you went nuts about it. Or say maybe, I'll go nuts if I have to keep working for 17 hours a day every day, which means you're going crazy with anger and irritation and anxiety and fatigue. So that's how you use go nuts in a sentence. Well, that was all about going bananas and going nuts. And let's see what we have next on our list. And the next one is slightly different. It is lose it. Now this has nothing to do with losing objects or losing your cell phone. This actually means losing your head. That's right, losing your head or losing your temper. So lose it actually means that you're getting very, very angry about something. So, you could say, when my mom saw the mess in the house, she just lost it. How many times have you experienced that? I'm sure a lot of times. It's very easy to make your mom lose it, right? So that's right. So lose it stands for losing your temper, losing your head with anger, just getting really, really enraged. So if you had to use it in a sentence, remember your mom, and that would be very, very simple for you. Well, that is lose it for you. And moving on, this one is go mental. Now this is as easy as it gets because this is about going absolutely crazy with anger. And no, it doesn't have to do anything with you going to a mental hospital or a mental institution. It just means that you are so angry that you're almost bordering on mental. Well, I don't think I can get that angry right now, but I can definitely help you as to how to use this idiom in a sentence. First of all, I'm going to write the meaning. Go mental means to get very, very angry. Okay, So now that you're angry, you could say something like, when I realized that they were being unfair to me, I went absolutely mental. Do I look angry enough? Well, I hope I do, and I hope that explains go mental absolutely clearly. I'm moving on to the next one, and this one happens to be freak out. Well, freak out can be used in a positive way and also in a negative way. So freak out could mean that you're angry or absolutely elated and joyful. So if I'm going in for the latest sale in town, and I could say something like, when I saw the sale prices, I just freaked out, which means I was crazy with joy. But I could also say something like, when I reached office late, my boss just freaked out, which means my boss got very, very angry. So freak out is very, very simple. You can use it either positively to show that you're elated or joyful, or use it negatively to show that you're very, very angry. So that's freak out for you. And the next idiom on my list is go bonkers. I'm sure you've heard this one before. It's a really fun one, and it means either you're angry or you're very, very happy to see someone or something. So let's say that you see this really cute girl for the very first time. You could say something like, when I saw Susan for the first time, I went absolutely bonkers. Oh my God, can you just hear the flip-flop of your heart? Can you feel your heartbeat skipping? That's what go bonkers essentially means. But if you have to use it in a negative way, you could say something like, when I saw the traffic, I went absolutely bonkers. Like you were so angry, irritated, and enraged. So that's right, that's go bonkers for you. You can use it happily or can use it angrily. It's all up to you. And the last one on my list for now is go berserk. I know this sounds kind of funny, doesn't it? Berserk with the zzz. What does it really mean? Well, go berserk means actually to freak out, which means get absolutely angry or irritated. So if I have to get irritated with someone, I could say something like, whenever I see work not being done properly, I just go berserk. I can't tolerate it. Makes sense now? So if you have to show absolute and complete irritation and, absolute anger regarding something, you could use go berserk, and it's a very, very effective idiom. So those were my 7 absolutely crazy idioms which indicate, going crazy either with anger, anxiety, joy, happiness, excitement, or absolute irritation. We're going to look at some more, but for that, a little more patience. Okay, so we're going crazy together. We're having a look at 15 crazy idioms. That's right, we're going to have a look at 8 more of them. Now, all of these idioms stand for going crazy with anger or joy or irritation or excitement. So the next one on my list is fly off the handle. Very interesting. And trust me, this one has nothing to do with flying, or it has nothing to do with any kind of a handle. It actually means that you are so angry that you've gone crazy with anger. So if I had to use this in a sentence, I would say something like, when I see people disrespecting books, I just fly off the handle. Or when my father figured out that I have a boyfriend, he just flew off the handle. Now that sounds very relatable, right? Well, let's fly off the handle for you. And I'm going to move on to the next one, which means blow one's top. Right, that's right, blow one's top. Now this has nothing to do with the wind blowing your top or any other kind of nudity. It actually means that you are so angry, it's like you've blown your head away. So it means to go crazy with anger. So if I have to say something like, when I saw that the mechanic had messed up my car, I blew my top. That's right. I got so angry with him that I blew my top. How can you mess up my car, you mechanic? And so on and so forth. That's the usage for blow one's top. I hope that's very, very clear to you. And I'm moving on to the next one. Now the next one is hit the roof. Okay. Now this has nothing to do with you taking a hammer and hitting the roof or breaking it down. It absolutely means that you're going crazy with anger or excitement. When I saw that my sales team had achieved the target for the quarter, I just hit the roof. Or, for example, when I saw that things were not in order, I just hit the roof. So you can use it either positively or negatively, and hit the roof is going crazy with anger or excitement. Well, coming up, the next one, very interesting and sounds really nice, go ballistic. Now this has nothing to do with a gun or anything related to a bullet. This actually means going crazy either with joy or anger. So go crazy with joy or anger. When the party was a success, I went ballistic. Or I had such a great time that I went ballistic, which means I was crazily joyful. At the same time, I could say something like, when the whole thing turned into a massacre, I went ballistic, which means I went crazy with anger or some sort of anxiety. So basically, you can use go ballistic either positively or negatively. And moving on, go off the deep end. Now this has nothing to do with skydiving or bungee jumping or anything like that. It actually means that you are so angry, you're actually going off the deep end. So it means going crazy with anger. Whenever there is an extreme situation in my life, I just feel like I'm going off the deep end. You know, it's like you're not able to cope with anger or with the pressure and you just give in and go off the deep end. Well, that's the usage for go off the deep end, and I hope it's clear to you. So the next time there's something really, really taxing happening in your life, make sure you don't go off the deep end. Well, coming back, the next one is fairly simple, blow up. And no, it has nothing to do with a bomb or an action movie or a house blowing up. It just means that you're blowing up with anger. So going crazy with anger. So if I had to use this in a sentence, I would say something like, my friend blew up at me when I let out her secret. That's right, she has every right to go crazy with anger. Well, that is the usage for blow up, and the next one's really funny. This one says, pop one's cork. Okay, now this has nothing to do with a wine bottle and a wine bottle's cork, nor does it have anything to do with your pop as in your father. This means absolutely losing your mind with anger. So the meaning is losing your mind with anger. So I could say something like, Sam just popped his cork when he saw that his entire house was in shambles. Well, can you imagine? You walk into your house and your house has absolutely gone to the dogs. It is in shambles. So Sam absolutely popped his cork when he saw that his house was in shambles, which means he lost his mind with anger. And very rightly so. Well, that's the second last one on my list, and the very last one for today is very, very funny. Go ape. Now, this has nothing to do with the movie Planet of the Apes, nor does it have to do with any kind of a monkey or a gorilla or an ape. This actually means that you are so angry that you've gone ape, which means to go crazy with anger. So Shelley went ape when she saw a little boy hitting her daughter. So well, Shelley was very angry. She just lost her mind with anger because she saw someone hitting her little girl. So Shelley went ape when she saw a little boy hitting her daughter. Well, I hope you figured out the usage of all these crazy idioms. Yes, essentially most of them mean the same. They mean either going crazy with anger, excitement, joy, or losing your mind to anger. So I hope that you're not going to go crazy with the usage of these and that I have made the usage fairly easy and clear for you. So make sure you enjoy these 15 crazy idioms that we shared today and have a good time with them. Well, that brings me to the end of today's lesson, and yes, we went through 15 crazy idioms which essentially meant the same pretty much. They meant going crazy with anger, excitement, joy, irritation, absolutely losing your mind with anger or joy. So well, I hope that you don't go crazy using these. I hope I've made the usage absolutely clear and easy for you. Well, thank you for watching today's lesson, and if you have something to say to me, make sure you type in the comment box below. This is me, Rima, signing out, saying thank you.